All right, so I'm going to backtrack a little bit. So, over experimenting, I know that I said to that I used that Liquitex modeling paste in the tube, but I have since come across this Golden's Super Matte Medium, and it's kind of thick, right? It's kind of thick. I don't know that this would be enough to coat the entire tree during the process. You know, the best thing would be that liquid latex. If you're going to make any amount of these trees or even close to it, like maybe you might not do as much detail on your tree, but the liquid latex would cover better. But remember in the beginning, I used wood glue. I just used Titebond quick and thick wood glue. I don't know if I showed that in the very first video, but I coated that. The only difference with that is it's clear. But like you could do that first, use the wood glue. I use quick and thick. And the only reason why is because it's thick and it dries really quick, okay? And I have it. So you can experiment with something like, Elmer's glue. Maybe you can thicken it with something I talked about earlier. And if you did that, then I think your dirt would stick to that really well. But what I'm doing is coming back and using this to stick my dirt, and it worked really good, right? And so what I wound up doing, I'm going to show you, you'll see some brown in here that I need to paint the color of the trunk. So you see these all blend a lot better. And what I did was I came in, it's probably hard to tell, but I airbrushed my trunks in a gray, okay, just to get them in that same color. So what I'm using for my trunk, what I used for my trunk before and what I'm going to use right now are oil paints, and these are good oil paints. This is the brand I used. Okay, whether or not you want to spend money on them is up to you, but they're nice because I can thin them down really easy and make a wash with mineral spirits. So I put a little in the pan, right, and all I'm going to do is wet my brush with some mineral spirits, pick up some color, right, and make like a little wash here, right, and maybe I'll get a little more, because what it does is it soaks in really well, and you'll see like right here, see how it soaks in really well, and that's what you want to do. You want it to soak in, right? And then you just go about covering wherever you have the brown, where you want, my tree trunks are gray. You do your tree trunks whatever color you want. All right. So I wanted to backtrack and show you this so that you would get an idea of things I'm doing at a later date to make these a little easier, because I'm just learning as I'm going, and I'm not going to use a lot of these trees. I don't even know if I'm going to use it. The nice thing about these wire trees is I'm going to experiment with it and see if I can... Sorry for the train. Let that pass by. I'm going to experiment and see if I can kind of put these along the backdrop, but fold my branches so they kind of lay flat against the backdrop, if you know what I mean, right? Because remember, these are wires. I can fold these any way I want, right? And that's the nice thing about them, right? Yeah, these trees, they're a lot of work, but I think if you watch Train Kitchen's videos, you'll see that her trees are pretty awesome looking. I don't know if mine are just a quarter of as awesome as hers. I'll be happy. And I'm happy with how they look right now, so I'm ahead of the game. All right. So I bring you to the next step of this where I talk about not coating the entire tip of the trunk so that you can attach your seafoam. And then we'll follow by attaching foliage, spraying some foliage on. And you'll note that in Train Kitchen's videos that she did all that. She attached the foliage to the limbs, to the tree element long before she attached them, and I think that is a better way to do it. Okay, just so you know. And had I rewatched that video prior to me attaching these, I think I would have did that. Okay. On to the next one. So we're back to the trees, getting to the end of them. So I super glued, say glued some seafoam on it, right? But one thing I want to share with you now that I wish I did earlier, but I didn't know. Instead of when you do your coating on most of the trunk, leave the ends of your wires uncoated. Because that way it'll be easier to attach your seafoam and blend it in with the rest of the trunk, right? So that's what you want to do. Right? Let me zoom you in a little bit. So you see how like the ends, I peeled it off of these, right? And now I'm going to start gluing seafoam onto this. I'm not going to show you me doing that because it's kind of boring. But you get the idea. I'll bring you back. So you can kind of see what I did there, and it'll be really easy to blend that into the trunk of the tree now. Like this branch of the tree, I should say. Right? It'll be easier to blend this with the rest of this limb. Okay? When you peel back the ends, or don't totally coat the ends of the wire, right? Basically, there you got it. So what I will do now is let this dry, and then I'll coat the ends of it. And with these, you can bend them any way you want, right? I just bent things out of the way, but it's a big tree. It is huge, but these aren't trees. You're not going to make a bunch of trees like this. So I think this big thing of seafoam cost me like $13, and I might have another tree in there. So I would have got 3 big trees, maybe 2 big ones and 1 smaller one out of this package. Green Stuff World. Seafoam's not cheap, so either way. But for $7 a tree, maybe plus the wire's not that much money, and your time. You're going to have a one-of-a-kind tree on your layout that is going to be pretty awesome when it's done. Bring you back to the next step of this process. I think it would be part This is part 3. So I think I'm going to contain it all in this one part 3. And it'll be the last part of the tree series. All right. Thanks for watching so far. Stay tuned. All right, so this is what we're doing. This is what I am using. It is Flock and Turf from Scenic Express. Really nice. Summer Lawn Blend. That's what I'm using for my trees. Using some Permatex all-purpose spray adhesive. So I'm spraying against something, right? And I can confirm 100% it's easier to do these than it is to do these attached. Pretty happy with it. You can come back and fill. I'm not too worried about getting green on the branches because I can go back in and spray paint that, or you could just peel it off. Wear gloves, okay? Wear gloves. Really happy with it. Kind of looking good. Yeah, and I spread it apart so that everything would get covered. And I'll let it dry and then go from there. Get yourself a big pan to put your stuff into and shake over it. And, you know, I coated the whole tree and then started applying, okay? But this way is much easier to do the little branches, you know, the little limbs. You spray them, wear some gloves, and then you just sprinkle stuff over them, and then you attach them. You know, half a dozen of this, half a dozen of the other. I mean, this was easy, and this was easy. You decide, all right? But try both and see what you like. I think I'll bring you back after it's all said and done. All right, so here's the final tree, just about. It is roughly 55 scale feet tall and about. Depends, you can bend these branches in more, you know, to get it to be tighter. Just be careful when you're bending these branches that either you bend from the base, don't grab it from the tips. Use a pair of like needle nose if you want to really get some shape, defined shape to it, you know, like bend it like that and like that, right? Like that, right? And then that way you'll get some, because I broke this one off. And I just got to go over it probably another time maybe with some things and clip some things that are like hanging, but pretty happy with how it turned out for the most part. I mean, I'm not like very versed in like tree shapes, that's the only thing, but you know, I think it's passable. On your layout. It's a great looking tree. I don't think you can buy something so nice. If anything, the trunk is like, I'm really happy with how the trunk turned out. That looks pretty awesome. So, but yeah, it's a pretty cool process. Again, takes a lot of time, but and you know, the more little limbs that you have coming off of your wire, the more opportunity you're going to have to attach branches to. Oh well, that's about it. I hope you found it helpful. Revert back to Train Kitchen's videos on how she did hers. because she makes it look real easy. Be well. Hope you enjoyed this little series. Until the next one, see ya.